Now, we already looked at single line input, writing a batch file, and launching from the registry when we were up here in sources, command line sources. So I'm not going to rehash those again, but let's jump down here to additional symbols. And there are some additional symbols that we can use in the command line that we should be aware of. I'll show you 4 of them, and there are many more than that, but these are 4 very important ones. So I'm just going to go ahead and open a command prompt. Now, I always run it as an administrator so that I can be sure that anything I type in here works. Notice, as an administrator, I'm in C Windows System 32. Let's just type dir for directory, and let's see what we get. Oh my, we got a huge set of files here. It just keeps going on and on. I'm going to go ahead and click Control-C in order to stop that. Well, how can I home in on something? Let's say I only want all of the files or folders that start with DD. Okay, let's do this. dir, and then it's going to have DD, and then I'm going to put an asterisk. The asterisk means any character or set of characters from 0 or more that can be anything. So this should work. By the way, it's called a wildcard. So if I click enter here, I get all of the files or folders that start with DD and then have anything after them. Alright, well, that's pretty handy. Let's say that I want just the second and the third character DC, like that. Just the second and third characters, all of the files and folders, but I don't care what the first letter is, and I don't care what's after it. It's just got to be in the second and third location. Well, let's try this. dir, and then I'm going to put a question mark. Question mark means one and only one character. It does not mean 0 characters, so it wouldn't give me anything that starts with DC. So it means one and only, and then I'm going to do DC in the second and third location, and then anything after that with the asterisk. Let's try that. And sure enough, DC, 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 and so on. All right, very nice. The next one I want to show you is something called the redirect. Now, I can redirect the output. I'm just going to do an up arrow to reproduce that last command. And the redirect is a greater than sign. Rather than the screen, well, it will go to the screen, but I also want to redirect it somewhere else. I want to redirect it to a file. In fact, I want to redirect it to D documents. Just D documents, all right? And then I'll call it dc.txt, all right? So that'll be the name of the file that I want it to go to. And I'll hit the enter key, and nothing happened. That's usually a good sign. It tells me that something works. So D documents dc.txt. Let's open this up, go to D documents, and oh, sure enough, there it is, dc.txt, and there's what I just ran, and I redirected it to a file. Now, I'm going to get rid of that, and I want you to notice here that there is a folder here called Rogers folder, and it's got a space after the word Rogers and before the word folder. The reason I'm showing you that is because I'm going to try something else now. I'm going to do the up arrow again, but this time I want D documents Rogers folder dc.txt, and let's try that. Oh dear, we got an error. The system cannot find the file specified. Why did it work up here this time, but it didn't work here this time? Well, the reason is because of this space right here. Because it gets this far, D documents Rogers, and it goes, I don't recognize a file named Rogers in D documents. It thinks that this is supposed to be the file name, and it doesn't know what to do at this point. So how do we get around this problem of this space? Well, we do it with a set of quote marks. Oops. I'm going to click the up arrow again, and I'm going to put a set of quote marks there and a set of quote marks at the beginning. And now it knows that this whole thing is one path. And now if I hit enter here, and did it do it? Let's see here. Yeah, I hit it again. Okay, I hit it a second time. This time it looks like it took off. So let's go there and see if that worked. Roger, dc.txt, and sure enough, there it is. So the quote marks is yet another set of special symbols that you use to get around this problem of a space in a path where there should not be a space. So those are the ones I want to show you for now. There are many more, but those are very important ones.